Okay, I couldn't decide if this should be a video, if this should be a voice note. I don't know. So I decided, let me just take my face off so I can say what I need to say. I just watched a video about this woman. She was talking about her near-death experience where she died for 8 minutes and came back, and what she saw on the other side. And when I tell you that I have experienced similar things and have seen similar things that she saw, but I have not died. Okay, I have achieved this through meditation. I have seen these things just through just dreaming. She talked about a peace that she felt when she got to the other side. It was just an immense amount of peace, and it just sparked a memory in me where I had a dream that I was still Christian at the time, and I guess we were in heaven. It was all white. Everything was white, but it was like the brightest white light that you ever seen. It was almost blinding, but I could see, and it was a lot of us, and we were all standing in line shoulder to shoulder. But I didn't see them. I didn't look to my left or my right, but you could see him in your peripheral. And then Jesus had came. I didn't see his face, but it was a blue. He was blue light. And he stood behind me and didn't say a word. And he touched my shoulder. And I heard him say, he didn't like speak words, but I heard it in my mind that, something along the lines of, it's all right. I'm good. I'm saved. I'm safe. I'm loved. Something. I'm protected. That's what I know. And when he touched my shoulder, the level of peace that ran through my body, I had never felt something so strong. I had never felt a peace like that in my life, and I felt it in a dream. And when I woke up from the dream, I was just in tears, but I could still feel that peace in my body. It was lingering. It wasn't as strong as it was on the other side, but it was lingering. And it just made me remember all of these supernatural, spiritual experiences that I have had up until right now. And I just want to say that this is not a religious talk, because I'm not religious, but I am highly spiritual. And I know that I am divinely guided and protected by divine cosmic love, divine cosmic consciousness, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know, but me and Big Mama got a thing going on, and she got me. But when you have a calling on your life, okay, it's going to be something to the point where you can't ignore it no more. And it's coming to me, because I had a reading one time. And she said, there is going to come a point in your life where it's going to be something inside of you. It's going to be a fire burning inside of you. And I don't know what it is, but my life is going to depend on it. And I feel like right now, that's where I am. I'm at that point. This is it. I have a calling. And I know I'm not the only person that's being called like this. Okay? We have a job to do. This is a wake-up call. Do you hear me? It's a wake-up call. Oh, because I'm about to cry. And you got to answer that goddamn phone. Because it's like in the Matrix. The only way that they entered and exited the Matrix was through that goddamn phone. You had to pick up that phone. You had to tap into something outside of you, something greater than you. You had to realize there's something more. You had to connect, and you had to disconnect that line. And some people didn't have the connection. Some people didn't hear the phone ring. Some people ignored the ringing of the phone and didn't answer the call. But I am. And for those of you that have that fire burning inside of you, that's something, that itching, that burning, that's something in you, it's a spark in you that will not allow you to stop. That is the call. That is the calling. And no matter what you do, no matter how hard you try to suppress it, there is something bigger that you are supposed to be doing. There is something greater in line for you if you answer that call. If you follow what your heart is telling you. When you hear that voice and that she say, hey, go left, don't go right. You need to listen. You need to listen to the divine guidance that's being given to you at this time. And not only listen, but you need to follow and you need to trust what you are being given right now. Let me tell you, you have to trust yourself. You have to trust yourself, because a bigger you, your higher self, your whatever guides or whatever guidance system that you want to call it, is trying to get to you and tell you what to damn do, because you got a job here. This is a call to action. This is a wake-up call. Like Tiffany Hill said, this is a war call. Oh my goodness. When I tell you, when it is time for you to do what you need to do, your life is going to depend on it. Your life does depend on it. And parts of you are going to have to die. And you have to be willing to sacrifice yourself. And that's your little self. Let them go. Because it's something bigger. It's something bigger than you happening. But you got to play your part. In the orchestra, when it's time for the violins to do their stringing, you got to be on. You got to be listening. You got to be ready. It's time. And it's not playtime. It's not time to sit back. All these distractions, bro, I tell you. You got to get rid of the fucking distractions. You have to actually meditate. And let me be the first to tell you, I do not meditate every damn day. Not intentionally. The most I do is put that music on at night, but I know sometimes I have to go inside myself and I have to speak to myself. That is my work. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to pause on this because I'm getting ready to, I'm going to take a break, and then I'm getting ready to tell you the dream that I had. And I know that this is for somebody. I know that this is for somebody. So let me take a break, and then I'm going to come right back. All right. So the night that I had the dream, it was Thursday, expansion day. And I've been going through it with the Mercury retrograde and Venus retrograde and every other planet that's doing its little, back forth dance on my chart in my life. I don't know about y'all, but I'm sensitive and I feel everything. So I was sitting on the side of the bed and I had to really talk to myself. Like, I gotta be love in this situation. And I was been pondering that, because that's the message that I keep getting from Spirit, is be love, be love. And so I was like, what is love? Like, what does that even mean? What does that look like in action? How do I be that? And I just had a deep chat with me, and Big Mama came in me and told me what I needed to hear. And so after I had my self-talk, I went to sleep, and I instantly was brought to a dream. Now the dream I was in, it was a dream inside a dream. So I didn't really know that I was dreaming at first. But when I was in the dreaming, I was brought inside my mind. And Big Mama, who in the dream, she showed up looking like my real mom, but she was bigger. And I just could feel her presence, and I feel like I saw her, but I didn't see her. if that makes sense. And she pulled me all the way inside of myself. I'm talking about she brought me to the atoms of my being, to the molecular structure of me, all the way inside. She kept telling me, deeper, go deeper, you got to go deeper. And as the deeper I went, the more I was seeing all of these terrifying things. And I was so scared. And the more I got scared, she was like, just like confused, like, what are you afraid of? This is not the time. This is not the time for you to be scared. This is what love is. Fearless. You know who you are. That's what she was telling me in the dream. You know exactly who you are. You know exactly what to do. You know exactly what to do. Be love. You need to be loved. She just kept yelling that to me and telling me, go deeper, deeper, deeper. And she just kept bringing me deeper, deeper, deeper inside of myself. And I was seeing all these beings on either side of me. But the more I listened to her, and the more I was reminded to be loved, I wasn't scared of the things that I saw. And so when I got out of the dream, inside of the dream, so I woke up, but I was still dreaming, but I woke up and I thought it was real life. And so I was trying to find my mom and my kids, and I was trying to tell them about this damn dream that I just had. Like, y'all won't believe what I just saw, but it was still some more chaos going on, more and more chaos. And that part I have yet to decode. But something crazy happened, and it finally woke me up into this realm. But when I woke up, I was still in this limbo stage because everything around my room was looking wavy, like I was tripping on shrooms. And so I was really paralyzed. Yes. When I was in the dream, before I woke up in this world, when I was trying to tell my family about the dream, I couldn't speak. And I was trying to walk inside the dream, but I was walking like cement blocks was on the bottom of my feet. Like I still had sleep paralysis inside of the second dream. And so I couldn't talk because you can't talk or you sleep. And so I was just like trying to get the words out, and I couldn't. So anywho, when I woke up in this world, everything was wavy like I was tripping on shrooms. And there was something standing in the corner by my window, and I could feel its presence. And I was scared at first, and then I went inside myself. I said, okay, what do I need to do? I need to cleanse. I need to get you out of here. You got to go. So as scared as I was, I got my ass out that bed. Then I went downstairs, and Big Mama had me mix up some herbs. And this is what she gave me. She said, get you a glass bowl of water. Put the water in the bowl, and then she started telling me what herbs to put in there. So I added some roses. I added fennel, sage, and what else? I feel like it was mint that I added in there. I have to look at the bowl and see, but I think the last ingredient was mint. It was 4 things. Then she had me mix it up with my hands, and I was gonna wash my hands off. She said, no, you need to use this. And so she had me put the herbs on my feet, rub it on my hands real good, and put some on my third eye. Then I went upstairs into my room, and I saged, and I Florida watered, and I had to open the windows to let that spirit out. I did all of this while absolutely terrified, but I trusted that nothing was going to hurt me and that I was protected. And so my takeaway from that, and for anybody who hears this, is that when you move in love, you are protected. The love is the protection. Love is the armor. So you don't have to worry about seeing anything, being attacked, being touched. Nothing can hurt you when you're moving in love. When you vibrating at the love frequency, when you at the heart chakra, when you have got your ass to the Emerald City, knowing that you scared to kill the wicked witch or Eveline or whatever version of the witch you want to go by, knowing that you're scared to kill her, but you're doing what you got to do. You're doing what you're being guided to do. And so you are trusting yourself. Love is trust. Trusting in the divine guidance that you're being given. Love is doing what you have to do for you because you know something inside of me telling me this is the right thing. You have to trust yourself and let the love be your protection. You don't have space to be in fear right now. This is not the time to be afraid. This is not the time to be afraid. And so when I was moving out throughout the day, that Friday after I had that dream, I was remembering the Lord's Prayer, right? Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil, or something like that. I'm not well versed in Bible. But that's what that is. When you are moving in love, you don't even see the things. Nothing scares me because I know I'm protected. I don't hear no bullshit because all I hear is divine guidance. All I hear is words of affirmation, words of love. I don't even speak like that because everything about me, how I move, I have shifted my vibration to only speak of things of a higher vibration, to only speak of love, and to only receive things that are on that frequency of love. And that's how we got to move. And we got to ignore the bullshit that's going on. Because you have to know, no matter what's going on outside of me, I am divinely guided and I am protected when I move in love. When I vibe in love, that is my protection. That's it. That's it. And so if you feeling too much fear, you're going to have to find a way to get that out of you. This ain't the time. This ain't, especially right now on this path, in the world that we in right now with everything going on and all these shifts and changes, you don't have space for fear. There is no space in me to fear. And so especially for spiritual people, this is what I had come to me was that how they say, when we embark on our spiritual journeys because of trauma, right? The trauma is there because if I have already gone through all of these things that most people are afraid to experience, I have experienced the worst that life has to offer me. So really, what else do I have to be afraid of? If I'm still here, I'm still moving, I'm still pushing, despite all of the things that have happened to me in my life, there is no reason for me to still be afraid. Afraid of what? Like, what's the worst that can happen? I have already experienced the worst of life. So what's the worst that can happen? So at that point, we have no choice, spiritual beings, but to be fearless and move in love. That's it. The time is now. You can't be scared. This is not for scary because this ain't for scary people. You're going to see some things. Okay, that's going to try and shake you. And I'm not even just talking about physical beings. I'm talking about things on the astral plane, things trying to attack you in your dreams. You have to know who you are. Lately, I've been dreaming. Then this was before she brought me inside myself for healing. I had been dreaming and telling people, no, this is who I am. This is who I am. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do X, Y, and Z and this and this and that. And this is who I am. You trying to tell me who I am? No. I know who I am. You have to know who you are even on the other side. You have to know who you are. There's no room for doubt. There's no more room for questioning. There's no more room for confusion. You have to know. I know who I am, and I know that I came here to do something. And you don't have to know exactly what that is that you came to do, but you just have to have the knowing that it's something greater that I'm supposed to be doing, and I'm just going to trust myself and follow this path, as hard as it might be, as many tears as I might shed, as scared as I might feel the fear, but do the shit anyway because I'm moving in love. You have to. And so that's it. That's all I got. That's all I got. You got to move in love. Be love. Be love. Be love. This is the time. And if you don't know what love is, then meditate on what that is to you. What does love mean to you? What does that look like to you? How does that feel for you? How can I be the love that is protective? How can I be divine love? You don't have to know everything. That's why you ask. Go into meditation and ask yourself, Big Mama, show me what it means to be love. How can I be love? How do I need to express love right now? And let it unfold for you. And trust what you are given. You have to. All this stuff outside of us trying to tell us what is and what isn't. No, no, no. You got to trust yourself. And so, yeah, that's it. That's the message. I throw my hands up. That's it. Okay. Be love, bitch. Do it now. Ashe. All right.